Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone, whoever is watching us,
Good
wherever you're
morning.
watching us from. And today you see we are full house and we have our partners today, luckily, from the whole of Europe is with us. We have UK and UK is with us. And how many from UK? Two from UK, three from US and Canada. So welcome everyone. And this is a group live that we do every week. It's a multilingual live. And it's the diversification that we focus on. Online business, global business, any part of the world, anybody can do from any country and whichever country you belong from. So I am going to introduce what this show is about. It's about an online business. So you see all these beautiful people, celebrities, advertisers, that we do social media marketing. This is all the business is. Your next question will be, we hear this social media marketing, digital marketing, but what it is? What do you do every day? What we do every day is open our stores on social media. So our store is our Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok. What else? What have I missed, Kim? Instagram,
Okay.
and you name it, right? So if you're running a business, you run it online, but you don't have inventories to sell. So we sell or we talk about, we advertise other people product. So very similar to Airbnb. Airbnb does not own a property. They make money by using other people's property. Very similar like Uber. Uber does not own the cars. Uber makes income, other people driving other people's car. So our business, we make income by leveraging other companies' products. That's what we do. We do advertising. It can be faceless advertising. It can be face in advertising. It can be picture advertising. It can be video advertising, whatever you want to do. But all we do is instead of we scrolling other people, we make other people scroll our video. That's how we make money. If you are interested to be part of this and know how to make money and see live examples like today, be with us for the next 30 or 40 minutes. I promise you will find some value and it will change your life. So I'm going to introduce myself and ask my partners to introduce. So my name is Chaitali. নমস্কার সবাইকে, আমি চৈতালি, আমি অরিজিনালি ইন্ডিয়া, বাঙালি, কলকাতা থেকে কানাডা এসেছি গত 20 বছর আগে, আর ব্যাংকে চাকরি করছি গত 21 বছর আগে, আর ব্যাংকে চাকরি করছি গত 20 বছর ধরে। কিন্তু বেসড অন ইকোনমি এখন গিয়ে অনেকেরই মনে হয়েছে একটা সেকেন্ড ইনকাম দরকার, সেই জন্য বিজনেসটা করছি অ্যাজ আ সাইড হাসেল। Good morning, everyone. This is Chaitali, originally from India, now living in Canada for last 21 years, work for a major financial institution for last 20 years, and have this digital business as my side hustle. Welcoming everybody, and I'm going to ask everyone to introduce. And just for the audience not to go in cycle, I'm going to mix and match. So I'm going to start with our only male in the house, our center of attraction, Relu. Introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you, Chitali. I really appreciate organizing for you and Kim organizing and hosting and co-hosting this event. Thank you very much. Numele meu este Relu, locuiesc în Toronto, Canada de aproape 20 de ani. Lucrez în manufacturing ca manager de aproape același timp și am început business-ul meu online acum 2 ani și ceva și sunt foarte mândru de asta. Hello, hi, my name is Relu. I am originally from Romania. I live in Toronto, Canada for the past 20 years. And I work as a manufacturer, as a manager in manufacturing. And also I've started my own digital business over 2 years ago. And I'm very proud and happy with that. Thank you.
Awesome, great. And we will come to you with more questions further. Moving up just above you, Janita from US. Just give your brief introduction.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thank you for inviting me to this live show. I'm really thankful. I am originally from South Africa, living in the US. Goeiemorgen, goeienaand, goeie afternoon, elke een van Zuid-Afrika. Ik is van Appleton in Zuid-Afrika. En ek is so bly om vanmiddag hier te wees met julle. Ek hoop jy gaan iets kry uit ons se live show. So I hope you will get something from us this evening, going away with something that will improve your life. Thank you so much. Baie dankie.
Thank you. And I hear Janetta mention you will get some value this evening. It is evening in Europe, I think. What time is in Europe, Steph?
It is 4:30. Well, 4:44.
4:44. So welcome to a happy Saturday evening, and you take the show to introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bună ziua, bună seara, bună dimineața. Numele meu este Ștef. Sunt din România de origine, dar locuiesc în United Kingdom cu familia, cu 3 copii și cu soțul. De profesie sunt nursery teacher, dar aș spune acum că sunt full-time digital business owner, ceea ce înseamnă că eu sunt șeful meu, eu deschid shop-ul meu când vreau, online. Hello everyone. My name is Steph. I'm originally from Romania, but I live in United Kingdom with my family. I'm a nursery teacher by profession and a digital business owner. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we will come back to Canada again. And Kim, you want to introduce yourself.
Sure, thank you very much, Sally. So hello mọi người, mình tên là Kim, mình đang sinh sống ở Canada cùng chồng và một cô con gái 17 tuổi. Công việc hiện tại của mình là đang làm trong lĩnh vực IT và bây giờ mình cũng đang sở hữu một cái kinh doanh kỹ thuật số cho riêng mình. Hello everyone, my name is Kim and I'm originally from Vietnam. I now live in Canada with my husband and a teenager's daughter. I'm an IT profession as a full-time, and then I'm also now a very, very proud digital business owner. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So we have IT in the show. So if we have technical problems, we know who to ask for help. Coming from left corner to the right corner, I'll go to Geeta from Montreal. Geeta, introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. So, I'm गीता और मैं ओरिजिनली पंजाब तो बिलोंग करती और मैं कनाडा विच रह रही हूँ इतने 8 साल तो रह रही हूँ और वर्क कर रही थी कस्टमर सर्विस विच एंड नाउ ऑलरेडी मैं फुल टाइम डिजिटल एंटरप्रेन्योर और मेंटर जो सारे ਨੂੰ हेल्प करती पई उन्होंने बिजनेस रन करने विच. So hello everyone, my name is Geeta and I'm living in Montreal, Canada for almost 8 years, but originally I'm from Punjab, India and was working as a lecturer. Now I'm fully equipped with my digital business and I'm running right now. I'm a digital business owner and mentor, helping thousands of people to run their side hustles or side business so they can do it from home.
Thank you so much, Geeta. And we'll go back to Europe before coming back to Canada. Sita, if you want to introduce yourself from UK.
Thank you so much, Chetali. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Mustabile, I'm from Zimbabwe and ngihlala lapha UK. Lemuli yami, been a lapha elizweni lady for the past 25 years now. And labantwana 5, labazukulu about 6. So ngisebenza online, not really ukuthi ngiyasebenza, but in the business yami online ngincedisa abanye labo ukuthi beqalisa ama-business abo. Good morning, good afternoon. I am Sita. I'm originally from Zimbabwe and I'm living in the UK with my family. I've been in the UK for the past 25 years plus now, and I work as a nurse by profession and also I'm a digital online business owner, and I enjoy helping other people to start their own online businesses. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So if you are having heart palpitation while doing this live show, we have 2 nurses to look for help. But now let's come to the teacher who always makes other people stay quiet. So I made the teacher be quiet for a long time. Lilia, over to you to introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. زوف لونير كلين ودن سيناران كيني ليديا خدوسي في كندا. Plus précisément, c'est le Québec. خدمة غنشتاقي البيزنس اجي صافي شحال يجي بقورن. نتعاون على ايفات باش نبذو ناس نتفاهما داير فاش تقدر نخدم لي لايفاكين على لي فيديوهاكي باش تزرم شحال العباده كوني وندنيغ ديجا دي لي فيديو نعدان شحال ياكي شحال العباده يخدمنا نشتاكي دونك جيسبر تسلمي لي فيديوهاكي تفهم شويه ونصيوض شط نتموسني في شغلاكي شاك يا السبت غنتزرم كاكي في العباده النظام. So I will introduce myself. I'm Lilia from Quebec, Canada. I'm a teacher by profession and a mom of three. I'm so happy that I discovered this amazing opportunity that enabled me to discover amazing people like you and helped me to inspire people and make of me a better teacher that comes out of me to teach others in another field, which is digital marketing. So I hope
Thank
you will
you.
enjoy this with us today.
Thank you so much. And before we continue, Kim, you want to thank Jyoti that have joined us to watch us live.
Sure. Yeah, Jyoti, thank you very much for tuning in and watch us live today. If you have any question, any comments, please put below this go live later on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, Relu, because you are smiling the most, I'm going to come to you again.
Thank
And
you.
we're going to ask because, so viewers who are watching us and you have just joined us, again, we are a bunch of social media marketers. We work globally. And as you can see, there is no competition. We work whichever part of the country, all business partners, everybody have their individual own business. We are not financially related to any one of us to each other. And that's how you know that you have support from any of us to start your own online digital business, because there is nothing else you can do besides embracing digital as we go digital and as AI is taking over everything. So, Relu, for business, people are normally in a mindset of salaried job. You are doing this business now. With business, we know there's ups and downs. How will you feel when for a whole month you have no income? What do you do?
Oh, thank you, Chitale. This is a very interesting question, and I am asked a lot of times by our, followers and viewers. Uh, how much do I make a month? Well, it's interesting because when you have a salary, you live from paycheck to paycheck. But when you have your own business, expect to have peaks and valleys. And the most important thing is what is the average income per year, let's say. And this is so important because, like in a seasonal offline business, you can have months with over peak of income and other months where barely a customer walks in. So the main difference between a paycheck and your own business is that you have to keep in mind that if you have the best service and the best product, then the money will come. The money is a byproduct in online business and your own business.
I think you said
Um,
it very well that money is a byproduct. So as you mentioned that you will have peaks and valleys. So you will have high income one month, low income one month, some month no income, and you need to stay motivated. So my follow-up question to you, how do you keep yourself motivated?
this is a very dear question to me. Is first of all is spending the Saturdays with the beautiful people like you and finding out, a new, getting a new knowledge, a new skills, sharing from our experiences. Now, in our business model, the most important is the training and the continuous uh, inspiring masterminds that we have weekly. And if you don't are or you are not motivated enough, then join our groups. We have so many groups, and you can find, uh, that golden nugget everywhere you look in our community. And we are over 200,000 members from different parts of the world, from different cultures, with different languages, with different skills, with different knowledge. So there is no way that once you are part of our business and our community, you cannot stay motivated. Look at us.
Absolutely. And I think you said it very well, because here you can ask for help because we are not financially related and we are not competitors because it's global. How can I have any competition with Steph in UK, right? But imagine in a traditional business, you have a restaurant and your restaurant is not running well. You cannot go to your opposite street restaurant and say, how come you're having so many customers I'm not having? And that restaurant owner is not going to give you the secrets. But here you can, because it's global. You're on
Right.
Facebook, right? You can choose to go to anybody's Facebook or anybody's YouTube. So, and you might be having a neighbor who is doing an online business and the neighbor is not giving you the secrets. So you don't need to go to your neighbor. Come to Kim, come to me, come to Steph, come to Sita, anybody you want to, because we are not neighbors and we are going to show you how we are making money so you can make money as well. So thank you, Relu, for your answers. And I'm going to go to Geeta. Geeta, I'm going to ask you a question, which is, I think, most people have in their mind, because people want to make money, but people are scared, right? So what kind of fear and doubt you had, in short, if you can tell, before you started the business, and how did you build that confidence?
So thank you, Anchitali. Yeah, I'm also getting so many questions. So yeah, I will answer about that, because when I joined this business, I was, I was scared about that, because most of the time, scare is about your, I think, can I do that? My first, inner voice was that, can I do that? Is it really possible? So I was fear, about failure as well, as because I was not, recognizing my, I think, my abilities. Yes, I can do it. So I was just, thinking about that. What if I will miss that? What if, my family members are going to say that? So these kind of fears are, bothering me a lot that time, because I think most hesitation was only me, because I was not thinking about myself like I can do it. So because if I'm, when once I make up my mind, yes, I can do it, then there was no, other person is going to stop me about that. And how I overcome this challenge, actually, I learned about, about this business. I watched all trainings. I learned everything from training. As you already mentioned, we have already right now 208,000 people right now in our community. This is global business. And I prefer to reach out to those persons who really, helping me a lot. And they're so helpful. They were guiding me where I was stuck, actually. And after that, I was feeling, oh, I can do that. It was feeling like more easy for me. And it totally depend on your, first of all, your mindset. If you are ready to go with that, then you can follow that training. But still, if you are not feeling confident, you are not sure about that, about training, we have already our mentor and coach, we have our global community. They are ready to help you whenever you're in need. So it overcome, already my all fear, doubts, challenges. So then I thought it's very easy, just I have to, think about it. Yes, I can do it, and everything is good. I think this was my fear, actually. So if I'm going to say in my language, I just want to say that ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ join ਕੀਤਾ digital business, it was not easy, actually. ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ join ਕੀਤਾ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਡਰ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਲੋਕੀ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ, ਮੈਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਉਂਗੀ ਜਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਉਂਗੀ, ਮੈਂ ਇਨਕਮ ਜਨਰੇਟ ਕਰ ਪਾਉਂਗੀ, ਮੇਰੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਕੀ ਕਹੋਗੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ। इट वॉज नॉट ईजी, पर और वास्ते मैं सोचा कि मैं क्यों कर रही, मेरी वाई वॉज बहुत स्ट्रोंग, और मैं जो सोचा कि मैं कर सकती हाँ, आई कैन डू इट, दैन देयर वाज नो अदर साइन। तो मैं जो ये काम स्टार्ट किया, थोड़ा जिहा डर लग रहा सी, चैलेंजिंग सी, क्योंकि करियर स्टार्ट नहीं किया, पर इस वास्ते मेरे को ग्लोबल कम्यूनिटी थी जो मैंने पूरी हेल्प कर रही थी इस बिजनेस में सैटअप करने विच, रन करने विच। दे वर रियली हेल्पफुल। So yeah, so thank
Thank
you
you.
mention in my language as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yes, I think it's all about mindset. First, you have in your mind, all fears are in the mind. And you mentioned a good point is the community support, which I always say, like most traditional business, you start it on your own. There's a lot of competition, nobody helps you. But here you have this whole community, and we are the proof. Like all these people from UK on a weekend evening being on this live, and people in Canada, it's a long weekend being on this live is how you support each other, and we share this because more you share, more you care. So we care for each other and we care for our audience, because we know, just like myself, I was looking for something online and seeing a live video like this, one day I got that inspiration. We hope someday somebody somehow on somebody's Facebook as followers, if you're looking for help, you will get help. I'm going to ask Lilia, in case you want to add anything about fear and doubt, because you're a teacher.
Yes, of course. Fear and doubt is, as I said, always.
Did you have any fear and doubt?
Yes, I had many fears, and it took me 8 months to embark into this business. What I want to say is that fear is it's a logical consequence for any new project. Especially when we do not have any information about this field, because let's say that it is something new for example, people of our age. We do not mention here the youth or the people who are new in technology. As myself, I have 41. I'm 31 years old. I was not get used with such fields, so I was very doubtful because it's very new for me.
Thank you so much. But for the audience, you just revealed your age, but I'll tell you, you do look like 23. So don't tell anybody you're 41, okay? Perfect. Let's go to Kim. Kim, I know how busy you are, and that's why I thought choosing you for that question, because you had other businesses as well. Now that I know you for a while, and audience probably have seen you and me together on this live. Most people have this question. I work full time, and all of us, as you see in the board, we are teachers, nurses. Really is a manager. Geeta, customer service. I work for a bank. Kim is an IT manager. So we all have our jobs, but we all are doing this as a side hustle, second income, which is very crucial in this economy. But the question most people have is, where is time? How do we manage time? So my question to you, Kim, is if somebody says, I'm not sure if I can manage time, I work long hours, how will you reply? What will you tell somebody?
Sure. As you all know, like everyone is busy. Everyone has kids. Everyone has a family to take care. Everyone has a profession. So I'm an IT professional. I work like around average 10 hours a day. And beside my IT profession, I also have another online business that I'm running in parallel with this digital business. So I'm all over the place, right? And then we have the two registered nurse here. Like nursing profession
We
is
know the nurses'
crazy.
hours.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you guys might work 12 to 16 hours a day, shift rotation and all those things, right? But we are here. We are able to run our own digital business. So that's not really an excuse that you don't have time, right? If you have the will, you're going to find times. It's 1, 2 hours, 3 hours a day is not much. But really, like the will and the mindset is the most powerful skills that you need to have into this business, because otherwise everyone will have million of excuse to tell that I don't have time. Like if you have time to watch Netflix, if you have time to go to the movie theater, if you have time to scroll Facebook, or you have time to surf the net, why don't you have time to work on your digital business? And who knows, is going to bring in you a second stream of income. So why not? Why you don't use that time to make some useful things for your family, for your future, instead of just wasting your time every day? So this business doesn't require much of time, but it's require a lot of will. So that's pretty much it, what I want to pass on to the audience. Now I'm going to switch into Vietnamese and just explain a little bit in Vietnamese. So hello mọi người. Cái kinh doanh kỹ thuật số này của mình á là mình lúc nào mình cũng phải có thời gian. Nếu mà mình có lòng để mình làm á thì 1-2 tiếng trong này nó không có lấy bao nhiêu thời gian của mình. Ai cũng có gia đình, ai cũng có con, ai cũng bận bịu với công việc làm ăn của mình hết. Giống như là chẳng hạn như Kim làm trong lĩnh vực IT, thường thường á là cái công việc của Kim làm tới 10 tiếng một ngày lận. Và mình cũng đã có bác sĩ, kỹ sư, y tá ở trong này họ làm 10, 12, 16 tiếng một ngày mà họ còn làm shift rotation nữa. Thì mà họ cũng có thể làm cái kinh doanh kỹ thuật số này thì không có lý do nào mà mấy bạn không thể làm được. Chỉ cần 1-2 tiếng, 3 tiếng, 4 tiếng trong ngày thôi. Bạn có thể làm buổi sáng, buổi chiều, buổi tối, bất cứ lúc nào. Thành ra nếu mà mình có lòng thì mình sẽ làm được. Còn nếu mà mình không có lòng á thì mình có thể phải bất cứ một cái lý do nào là mình sẽ không làm thôi. Đó thì Kim chỉ muốn nhắn lại cho mấy bạn như vậy. Cảm ơn mấy bạn nhiều. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I'm pretty sure it was very powerful message like, why don't you have time? We all have time. Rich or poor, lazy or busy, everybody has 24 hours. How you use your 24 hours is how you plan your 24 hours. Before getting to the next question, I'm going to ask the two nurses who work like double shifts, triple shifts, night shift, morning shift. I don't know what is your sleep schedule. How do you carve time? In short, if you can say, when do you do this business? Janet, you can start first. Janet, sorry.
Okay. My business I'm doing, you can do it in the morning, you can do it in the afternoon. Because for me, I'm working at the moment from 11 o'clock until 7 o'clock in the afternoon. So what I do, you get up early in the morning and you run your business. You set up your post. And in the afternoon, when I come back, I just continue. I check what is happening on my business. I answer people who has got questions, and then from there I go to bed. And also during that time at night after work, I set up my post for the next day. So you can schedule your business management around your full-time job, and that is, and while you are at work, your business is running. You don't close it. That is the beauty what I found about this business. So you can schedule your business time around your full-time job.
Awesome, great. And I think you gave a great reminder because this business, 90% is on automation. So you really don't have to do. If Kim can manage with her job and her business, and this being a third business, and Janet can manage with her nursing job, you all can do. If I can manage with almost 12 hours of work every day, you can do. And Sita, I'm going to ask, when do you do your business? Because we're talking about time.
As you both say that this business runs in automation, that's how my business runs. I schedule most of my posts. I remember one time I was sitting in a room just socializing with my friends, and one of my friends said, "Where is your phone?" And I said, "It's in my bag." And they said, "But you have just posted something on Facebook." And I said, "No, it's all on automatic. It's all scheduled. It just comes at whatever time I've set up for it to come up." I said, "Wow, that's really amazing. I don't know how to do that. How do you do that?" I said, "Well, that's the business we are doing. It's all on automation. So even when I'm at work, I'm not really worried about my business because everything is just scheduled to display at its own time. Then when I finish my work, I just sit down to check my messages. Sometimes even when I'm at work, you just hear ka-ching, ka-ching, messages keep coming through. I just look and thinking, oh, there's someone, potential business partner coming up. Then when I sit down or on my break, I just look at that message and respond so quickly. Once it's set up, you're good to go.
That's it. You just need to set it up. Great, great. And I think audience is getting inspired by seeing how easy it is to run your business, even with no matter 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids, no kids. Sometimes you don't have a kid, but you have a husband who takes more time than a kid. So whoever you have at home, you can still run your business, right? I'm going to ask Lilia now, because now people will have all this information and somebody might think, I'm not still sure I want to try it out. How about if somebody wants to try out and see if this business is for everyone? Now, before I ask you the second part of the question, if there's an option for audience, we have to say not everything is for everybody. But is it for you or not? You can find out. And Lilia, if you can say what options we have if somebody wants to just try it out.
Yeah, of course. I want to add too that our business model is very flexible in a way that it doesn't oblige people to embark in something they don't know. We provide info session, as you have mentioned, and people have the time to think about, and they will have an overview first about our business, what is it about, and we will have a chance to check whether this business is for them or not. And the second step is that the trial period that will give more details for the people who are really interested. It is paid but refundable, and we have a money back guarantee for this. So I really didn't find any business like this which gives time, chance to discover what we do, and give time to decide whether this business is for them or not. And in addition to this, we are mentors and we help them to see whether this business is for them or not, because sometimes I have already been contacted by people and I suggest them that this business is not really for them. You need some conditions, you need some status to be prepared for this. And most thing important in this is the mindset. I speak with people, they do not really have the mindset for this, and personally I can't make embark people who are not ready psychologically and had the right mindset and the right comprehension about our model. So this is just amazing. It's flexible and it gives all the tools that help them to decide whether this model or opportunity is for them or not.
Absolutely. And I think you said it right. People might find other businesses that might give you a trial period for 5 days, 7 days, but a whole month of trial period where you can explore. I think Relu mentioned, explore the community, join our group. It's definitely private group because we want only seriously interested people to join and explore, but you can explore. There are many people who joined our group and found this is not for me. I don't want to be on social media.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody, which is great. But if it is for you or not, you will not know until you know. Like, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So if you want to know, you need to come and check it out. Even if you go to a food court, when you see all these restaurants, you don't know what to eat. Where do we go? Sampling.
And
sample this business, right? Test it out.
Yeah, and we have different perceptions too. If I explain something for somebody, it may not perceive it as the way I perceive it myself. We give chance to people. We have everything set up to just watch the videos and get the information by themselves. And I always make sure that people understand the same thing, thing that I understand too.
Exactly.
And the better way is to check themselves the information first. Then we come back, then discuss about the different points.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for audience, as Lilia mentioned, we, instead of just verbally discussing, because visual has an impact more. Imagine you reading a storybook and you watching a movie. The movie resonates more with you. So come and check our videos, the trial videos that you can see, understand, and make a decision. Thank you, Lilia. I think you answered a very important question. I'm going to come to Steph actually, and I'm going to ask you, I'm not sure, do you have kids?
Yes, 3.
Oh, you have 3. Oh my God, you look like a kid yourself. But anyways, how old are your children?
So it's 8, 6, and 2.5.
2.5. Wow, busy mother, right?
Bravo.
So I'm thinking about, and a nursery teacher. I can imagine why Steph is a nursery teacher. So you have tons of kids for the whole day as well, right? And if you can manage time, no doubt why people cannot. I'm going to ask you an interesting question, because most people, all of us, are doing a 9 to 5 job, a regular job, and that's what most people mindset, right? Go to school, get good grade, get a good job, get a good salary, get a good husband, have kids, and then wait for retirement. What will you ask your kids to look for a job or for a business opportunity? Why and why not?
Now, that's a good question. That's why you asked me if I have kids. Right. So I'll be honest with you. I already started to teach my kids about how to manage their time and how to build something in their life. I'm a nursery teacher and I respect everybody's job, okay? 9 to 5, night job, all of that. But for me, enough is enough. I had enough. So my generation, which is my kids, I'm not going to pass to them such a teaching of going to office 9 to 5. That's why we all teach our kids, or the way we want. Everybody is responsible for their family, for their kids. So what I've done with my kids, what I'm doing with my kids, their education is very important in school, but I like to provoke them. And this I do especially the 8 years, my girl, that she's 18 years old. I started to kind of build with her things like, you don't need to go to 9 to 5 job when you are. For example, she's doing an activity, a sport now. She's performing in her tennis. I think, can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. I think there was some noises.
Yeah. So she's doing very good performing in her tennis. So that's, for her, it's a business, because I'm teaching her, you need to be the best, number one. Only number one is going to be on the podium, and people remember about yourself. And once you become huge for others as a good example, you can choose whatever time you want to go to tennis, to work, to perform, and all of that. And she was asking me, so that means I don't need to be like, because sometimes she compares me, I don't need to go like you to the nursery, because all day sometimes she doesn't see me, and I'm telling her, no, if you build yourself from now, have that ambition of building a business, of working as a tennis girl, and then making that huge amount of money and opening your business. And then she came with an idea, what about if I make so much money and then I'm opening my fashion salon, because she likes fashion clothes and all of that. So that's I said, yes, that's a great, as long as you are your own boss. So with my 8 years old, I kind of, yes, I've dealt with that. I'm happy for the direction she's taking. As I said, I respect all the jobs, I respect all the 9 to 5 jobs, but I'm still teaching my kids to get another option of life. I don't want my kids to be in an office, I don't want my kids to be in a night job, and it's very important to teach them from now, to the way they manage their time. The second one is kind of catching up from her sister. So for some people might be like, education is the most important thing in life, right? I've been all my life in school. I've been number one, when I was in my high school. And then for what? Because I still, as a nursery teacher, is not too much money, and let's be honest, all my nursery salary went on the kids paying their nursery fees. So that's why I said that for me, enough is enough. My kids are going to a different thinking, a different mindset, a different perspective of life. It is good to know timetable in life, okay? It is very good, but it's not going to help you too much in, if you are staying 9 to 5 job. It is good to have a IT job. It is good to have any job. It is good, but I'm very sure most of us, we are still looking for another stream of income. We are still looking to be our own boss. So that is what I'm teaching. Yeah, I'm teaching my kids. And as I said, I'm so happy because in my 8 years old, I'm successfully reaching that level that I want. She might not be, I always say, she might not be the best number one tennis player, but she might get something out of that, the income, and then she might build something that she wants to be a fashion designer, whatever she was saying, now, which she's going to be her own boss. So that's the way.
No, great. I think you are setting a great example. And I think we all here, entrepreneurs, I say, like in India, when we grew up, there was only two professions. Whole India, the second biggest population country, talks about doctor, lawyer, engineer. Not even lawyer, doctor, and engineer. I told my son, to consider something else if he wants. Like, there's a saying, if you have to do a job, that's a stress. If you love to do a job, that's your passion. So I told him the same, right? Take your passion and do whatever you want. And as you mentioned, education is important. Yes, it is important, but it's not the ultimate success recipe.
Yeah,
Relu, I know you wanted to add something.
Yeah, this was so amazing. Listening for Steph and Patricia put in in the comments an amazing question. What's your why? And if 8-year-old girl has a big why, a big dream, I'm asking each adult in on this screen and on wild world, what's your why? What's your dream? Because if you don't have a dream, you don't have a big why that scares you, then you have to find it. And I think that was the main reason that we all started this amazing business, right? Thank you.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Um,
and sorry, Shatali, also have something to add on to this. Like a lot of, I don't know about other profession, but in the IT profession, a lot of people graduate even with a master degree at the university. They came out, and a lot of them are not able to find a job, right? So I'm talking about the freshly new graduated, and also people whose experience just like me got also laid off, right? So we always depend on corporate or employee to be able to hire us, and then we go into the office and work at our 9 to 5 job. But we always depend on someone else, and then we are building the business for someone else. So over time, because I got laid off last year, so that's why it's just opened my eyes, right? Like with one income stream, living in Canada is not enough. Especially my daughter is going to university soon. So it's a lot of expense, a lot of things that we have to worry about. So that's why I decided to go into this digital business. So I think for people out there who doesn't really know, who has a very comfortable life, they didn't really predict the future, but everything can happen to you one day. And then don't wait until that time and then react. It's going to be too late.
Absolutely. And our next generation to come, there will not be as many jobs based on the AI taking over, like the basic jobs, call center, customer service. These are going to go, right? As you go to different grocery stores, you see the cashiers are being replaced by the cash machines. So to create your own business and being business online, whatever it is, every business now have an online presence, every business. So making yourself available in online business, teaching our generations, which Steph, you're doing a great job, I think is helping them being more successful. Patricia, Kim, you want to share what she said?
Yeah, she has a very good point here because I was touching on the master degree. So she said that her daughters also have a master degree, and she herself is making even more money than them. And she's grew up in a different country, no education, no background, nothing. And then she's able to make more money for with somebody else who has a degree. You see the difference? Like being your
Yeah.
own boss, having a business, it always bring much more money than whoever has a degree later on, and they have to spend a lot of years to study, a lot of expense, a lot of debt, attrition debt, I mean, and then they have to pay back on that. This business doesn't really have a lot of expense. You just have a small little amount of investment that you have to put at the very beginning, but that's for your own personal use, right? So I don't really see like the loss out of it, and then over time you work on your business, and then you go to just build it up, and then you can retire with this business.
Absolutely. Great point said. And definitely anybody talking about business have to talk about investment. There is no business in the world without investment. There is nothing that you don't invest. You invest 4 or 5 years of time in an university and ton load of debts that you take for a future that you don't even know if you will get a job and what will be your salary. So if you can invest that much for an unknown future, why will you not pay a little and invest a little for a known future that is proven with so many people currently in the business? So if you have doubts and thoughts, give it a second thought. I'm going to come back to Janet. I know you're waiting. It made you stay quiet for a long time. We are talking all about this business, But this business, personally for me, gave me a lot. And I think somebody else mentioned as well. I think Lilia mentioned that you become a better person. So my question to you is, what other positive changes have you got in your life after starting a business? If you can give a summary.
Okay, with this business, I became more confident in myself. And I've learned that everything is not just one way, but multiple ways. And with this business, I can check things out for myself, whereas I don't need somebody to tell me what to do. I can go and do research by myself. Something that, as a nurse, you follow the doctor's orders and you implement what the doctor says. Especially in a place where you cannot touch maybe a ventilator, you're not supposed to touch this, touch that, and the other. Even though you do understand, but you have to wait for the doctor's order for you to change something. But with this business, you can check out things for yourself. And in that way, you grow. Also, you have to have self-confidence in yourself. Because if you don't have the self-confidence that you can do this business, it will not help you. You also have to have a growth mindset because things are changing every day. So you have to keep.
So I'm going to stop for a second, Janita, because you say you have to have. What if somebody don't have? Did you have, or did you develop that after you come to the business?
I developed this after I came to the business because you have to learn this. This is a business that you learn. I'm not from a business background, but because of the training that is there, you have to put in the work to learn. So you develop this in this business. And that is also the benefit of this business. They give you the ability to learn and to expand yourself. Because whatever you have developed, even outside the business, you can come and apply it here so that other people have the benefit of what you know.
And vice versa.
And vice versa.
Because for me, what I learned in this business, I take it to my work projects, right? I never knew how to use presentations in Canva, which a new app that I learned only after this business. So
absolutely. Yes, the same for me. Whatever I put into my business, the posts that I made, the post that I put on my page, that is what I learned from our business. They teach you how to do it, and then you just go and develop yourself, and you can become an expert in that, and then you can teach people who come in under you. So you also have to have that the growth mindset, so that you don't stay where you are, because we always have this saying that in your comfort zone, there's nothing to learn. You don't learn anything there. You become stagnant. So it pulls you out of your comfort zone for you to explore the world. And in that, you teach a lot of people. So just for me to sum up in Afrikaans, that groei gesindheid is baie beter, because dit is wat ek in hierdie besigheid geleer het. So jy moet selfvertroue in jouself hê. As jy nie selfvertroue in jouself het nie, dan sal jy nie hierdie besigheid kan doen nie. Ek het geen besigheid agtergrond nie, maar in hierdie besigheid het ek geleer hoe om 'n besigheid te doen. And in your business, you can learn. Enige besigheid kan jy leer. Jy het nie die nodigheid om besigheid skool toe te gaan nie, maar jy kan dit hierso leer. So, as jy wil leer, hook up with me and I will teach you. Enige persoon kan geleer word. So, skills kan geleer word. Alles kan geleer word. Solang jy uit jou comfort zone uit beweeg, kan jy leer. So, ek hoop jy leer iets van my vandag. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's not bye-bye time yet. I'm going to still ask a question for 𝐶𝐸𝐸. And 𝐶𝐸𝐸, I'm going to just loop it back based on what Steph mentioned, that she's training her kids, and we are all trying to train our kids to have that entrepreneurial mindset and do something of their own. But just thinking, what do you think? Why do most people look for a job and not start a business?
I think people look for a job because it's easy, because it's a system that has already been started by somebody else. And it gives you that security and stability that you've got a paycheck end of the month. and you don't have to work hard, because it's guaranteed that even if I go to work and do as little as I like, I'll still get paid. But in this business, you have to put in work for you to get the results. I think that's why people choose to have a job, because of that security. And the other thing, when you're starting a business from scratch, you need to have that financial stability, and you need to have the resources to start that business. And a lot of people doubt whether they are going to afford it, and they worry too much. Whereas they can go out and pay some of the amount of money, as someone was talking about going to university, paying for the courses or degrees, when they don't even know whether they are going to pass that degree. But with this business, at the end of the day that you will get something, but people don't want to risk that. They prefer to work under somebody and develop somebody's castle and put someone on a higher level when they stay at the bottom, and not realizing that getting your own business, you are putting yourself on a pedestal. You are raising yourself to be in control of yourself, rather than being controlled by somebody in everything that you do. That's what people lack in life these days. Because I talk to a lot of people, they prefer to have a job, because they say, oh, it's guaranteed, I'm going to get paid end of the month. In your business, do you get paid? And I said, well, in my business, you get paid every day, depending on what you put into your business. But in your job that you favor, you get paid end of the month, because someone is doing it for you. But in this business, I have control of what I put in and what I get. So that's the biggest difference there.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yes, I think you said it very well, that people want to have things easy. But the sad part is, and I think you all will agree, people want to have a security, a secured paycheck, but they want to live a wealthy life, right? You want to dream big. You cannot have a millionaire's dream with a minimum wager's mindset. You have to have that entrepreneurial, the risk taking. All the successful people are millionaires. All wealthy people are business owners. And they all took risk. If we see their life stories, right? If you don't take risk, and we, all of us, like you can see from our diversity, we all now live in a different country, not in our home countries. Did we not take a risk leaving our countries, right? When we got married to this woman, ladies here, did we not take risk putting ourselves with somebody else? So life is about risk. When you go to labor, moms, don't we take risk of our life? We take risk. And that's why you get the beautiful motherhood and the kids. Business is the same. You're nurturing your business like your kid. You have to take risk. And if you don't want, nobody wants, yes, there are that mindset people in a job, and that's what they do. And we are different. We are proud. We are different. We started late, but we did start. We all are business owners and inspiring others. Before we wrap up, it's almost 53 minutes. In next 6 minutes, if each of you, one piece of advice in one line, if you want to tell your audience, I'm going to start from Geeta. You want to share simple advice, anything that you want your audience to know.
Thank you. So yeah, so I think everybody should, you already mentioned, most of people are already thinking or dreaming of, better life, but they are not taking action. So just I'm going to say that if you're really thinking, you really want to make change in your life, or you are looking for something in your family so you can help them, so just take action. Don't just dream about it. Okay, so it's very easy. You can do it from home, no technical knowledge, no work experience. So just you need only a mindset and that energy. Yes, I can do it, and definitely you can do it. And you just have to take action. Just sign up for that, and you are ready to go. So
Thank you. I think you said a very beautiful thing, the word action, right?
Yeah.
What you get after that is with your action. Basically, words mean nothing unless it's in action.
Exactly.
Right? So if you dream big, if you want to achieve big, take action.
Yeah.
Great, great. Kim, you want to pull up Patricia. She has been watching us for a while. And thank you, Patricia, for being with us this long. She says, I got in late here, but I learned a lot. It means a lot for all of us that we were able to provide you some value. And thank you for being with us. She also made another comment that I married through a match wedding. So I'm guessing online matchmakers, a huge risk, right? A huge risk. And you're happily married. So take the risk, do the best judgment you can. Thank you for enlightening us, Patricia. Coming to piece of advice, Kim, you want to have a piece of advice for the audience?
Sure. Yeah. So my piece of advice is believe in yourself, because I have a lot of leads coming in and they say that, oh, you're in IT profession, you're able to do this, but I'm not. I don't have any background. I don't have any experience. Like, people like here, it's like we provide a very detailed, easy to follow video training. It's a step by step. Everyone with no background, with no experience can do it, right? So again, like, everyone has to take the risk, and the risk here is to start up your business. I understand people are fearful, people are scared, and people are skeptical about this business, but we have the 30 days trial into a business after you pay the membership fee. But then, if you don't give yourself a chance, you will never be able to change your life. And also, what I want to mention is you can run this digital business in parallel with your full-time job. You don't have to quit your job right away, but you can run in parallel. So at least you have a security part from your full-time job, the financial security part, but then you take a little bit of risk in running this digital business in parallel until your business can kind of go above your full-time salary, and then you can quit your job later on. This is my plan, and this is where I want to go in the next few years. So I hope
Thank you
that
so much.
I pass on the message to our audience.
Thank you. Absolutely. So we had two advice so far. Take action from Geeta, and Kim said, believe in yourself. Steph, you want to add anything outside this two in simple sentence?
Stop complaining, start acting. Okay? Because
Love
we
it.
all have needs. We all have needs. But if you don't do something, take that action, you're not going to meet your needs.
Absolutely. And I think it comes very well from a nursery teacher. Like, stop complaining. We all adults, all we do all day. And if you audit yourself, most of the time we complain either for the food or for the test or for your kids or for your spouse or for the weather or for your job, for your boss. It's all complaining. Stop complaining. If you want to change something, just change it. Nobody else is going to change for you. Just change it.
Yes.
Right? Well said. Lilia, your piece of advice.
Sorry, I was on mute. My advice today is I said to people, believe in your vision, and the mission is up to us to build it for you. Okay, believe in your vision and embark in this mission, because you are able to do it. I was never thinking that I will be able to manage my teaching career with something that I hadn't any background knowledge about it. I believed in my vision that I was able to do it, and embraced this mission, and I'm very proud of what I am today.
Awesome. Great. And that's a great point. Having that clear vision, like where you want to go, and then believe in yourself, as Kim said, then you can reach that. Imagine having a ship in the ocean without the captain having the vision where to go. It will always stay in the ocean and never reach the shore unless you know the direction. Same thing with an airplane in this open sky. Unless the pilot knows the vision where to go, you're going to go all around. So in your life, having a vision, and if it is to, have time freedom, money freedom, whatever freedom you're looking for, or even say goodbye to your boss, firing your boss, do take action, as Geeta said. Relu, your piece of advice.
Oh, thank you. I have so many pieces of advices.
One for now.
The biggest one is get uncomfortable. Job security, there is no such thing as job security. Don't wait until the last moment when you end up coming home and said, I don't have a job anymore. Get uncomfortable, get scared, and reach up to us, because we are here to help. And most of us, we have a job still, but our dream is not to have that job anymore and to work for ourselves. So as Sita said, some people, they don't have financial means and everything. We are working full-time job to finance our part-time business, right? So come and join us, and you'll find a wonderful community, a wonderful world, and a beautiful people. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to, for audience who are looking, when Relu says join us, is join this digital world. You don't join Relu, you don't join me, because this is your own business. We don't join each other. You really join with your vision. You start with your vision, you create your own business. And we are here to support any of us that you resonate with. If you want to have somebody that speaks your language, whether it's Vietnamese, Bengali, Romanian, you feel comfortable. We are a diverse community, but you can connect with whoever you resonate with to help you learn. Talking about language, just in case you feel like we are doing this live in English for a bigger audience reach, but the business can be done in your own language. Our capabilities of our videos have improved that all our trainings can be in whichever language you want, so you don't have to be fluent in English. Sita, I think I missed you for a piece of advice.
Yes, we all got dreams, and it's only you that can activate your dream. Because if you don't do anything about your dream, it remains a dream. So we need to take action. You need to step out of that dream and bring it to life.
Absolutely. Thank you. And the first thing is dream. Without a dream, nobody has. And I think when I did a speech at Mississauga Gather and Grow event, I asked, when did Neil Armstrong land on the moon? And everybody's like, 1969. No, he did not reach the moon in 1969. In his dreams, he landed in the moon years and years ago. He just made it real in 1969. So you need to have your dreams way before and then work on it to make it live. Great point, Sita. And I think we are going to wrap up with Janet before I pass it to Kim to wrap the show. Janet, your last piece of advice.
Okay. Are you totally satisfied with where your life is now at this moment? If you are not, take that dissatisfaction and create it into your motivation that will push you to where you want to be. And where you want to be, you have to take action. Like most of us here said, you have to take action and work on your dream. So that is my advice for you this afternoon. If you're not happy with where you are now, create it in your motivating factor that will push you out of your comfort zone and do something about it. Thank you.
Absolutely. And that's a very powerful question. Are you satisfied? Are you happy? If you're not happy, if you're happy, great. God bless you. But if you're not happy and not satisfied, what can you do to feel happy and be satisfied next week, next month, next year? Because the last thing you want is next year on June 29, thinking in 2025 that on June 29, 2024, I met this, I saw this, and I did not do anything, and my life today is still the same, right? So it's a very powerful question to self-audit and ask yourself. I think we are past 1 hour, and whoever is going to watch us, definitely you will have lot of golden nuggets and a lot of inspiration, motivation, and seeing that all these diverse people are doing online business, social media marketing. You can follow any of us and get your questions answered if you still have some questions left. But Kim, over to you to wrap up the show.
So yeah, so as Shatali said, like we did give a lot of information to all of you today. So whoever is watching live, thank you very much to our audience. And whoever is going to watch the replay, please put on the comments where you're watching from. We're a global business, so we would like to know everyone who's watching from everywhere, anywhere from the world here. And lastly, take action. Like we're going to put our website under this go live in the comments. So if you want to take action, resonate with any one of us, you can just go to our website, enter your name and email address, and then you can take action from there. We're going to send you all the information about this business, and you can do some research and then move on and change your life from here. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thanks to Steph's child. I know the child needs the mom, and Steph is just holding the child there. Thank you so much for being with us, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend and happy Canada Day for all the Canadians on the show.
Yep.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Bye.
much.
Bye. Bye.
Bye
Have a
for
nice
now.
day.